Our state has been grieving for 3 weeks. But for these families, I know it has felt like an eternity.
Governor Wes Moore offering a somber message to the families of the 6 construction workers killed in the Key Bridge collapse. In 3 weeks since the bridge collapse, Governor Moore says there has been significant progress in the recovery efforts.
Fox 45's Jessica Babb takes us through that progress as more voices join the calls for accountability.
Best friend to my family.
Sitting on a bench overlooking the flowers, candles, and mementos of the men killed in the Key Bridge collapse.
I know the family.
Eden Hernandez is processing the loss. Like 2 of the men honored here, he's also a construction worker from Guatemala.
Difficult for me. I make me cry.
With a 4th person pulled from the water, messages on this mural are written to bring some semblance of comfort. One saying sorry for your loss. They're waiting in heaven.
We lost 6 Marylanders. We lost 6 sons, brothers, fathers, and we will stop at nothing, and we will marshal all possible resources to make sure that we will help to support these families and give them peace.
But in the midst of grief, there's hope. Governor Wes Moore says crews are making progress, getting closer to reopening the Port of Baltimore.
We have moved around 1,100 tons of steel. That 1,100 tons of steel is 5 times the weight of the Statue of Liberty.
Standing here in Dundalk, you can see some of that progress. Over at Trade Point Atlantic, you can see a yellow crane, and it's holding a piece of the bridge that was just removed. Officials with the Army Corps of Engineers say that piece weighs over 500 tons. They've moved about 40 containers off the dolly, which will help them access part of the bridge. And the governor saying they're on track to open a 3rd temporary channel by the end of the month.
While we are excited to report this kind of momentum that you've seen here, the thing we also know is this: the road ahead is still long.
Standing side by side with many state Republican lawmakers,
this is a national crisis.
Governor Wes Moore is putting out a plea asking federal lawmakers to help rebuild the bridge.
You cannot have a fully functioning Port of Baltimore if the Key Bridge is missing.
All of this coming alongside a push for accountability.
We are going to also hold responsible parties accountable.
With the FBI investigating whether crew members of the dolly knew there was a problem before leaving port, Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown says he's launching an investigation of his own.
When the time is right, we'll bring a legal action so we can maximize the recovery.
This week, Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott also announcing legal action.
Most importantly, to do everything in our power to bring every single piece of information out and every single resource, anything that we can do to help Baltimore recover.
Making sure these men, their families, and the community can one day find peace. Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.